Hello and welcome back. And last week we had the legend that was Adam Sears from Solar Electrical, and that was a really interesting chat. And thanks everyone for dropping the questions in the chat as well. There was a few I went back through and read afterwards, and that. So thanks for joining us. But yeah, Dan is back with me again. How are you, Dan?
I'm all right, thank you. I've another busy week somewhere out on the tools. Actually installing the product that we are going to start talking about tonight.
Yeah, SolarEdge.
And where has it gone?
Yeah, where has it gone? Because I went to the United States the other week to try and... I feel like you sent me on a little mission to find out where SolarEdge is in the United States, and I came back and reported that I saw absolutely no SolarEdge whatsoever. But even more interestingly, I saw absolutely zero solar panels.
In the centre of New York.
Yeah, well, I was right on the top of the Empire State Building, looking down, and I couldn't see one roof.
You sent me the photo of you in the hat?
Yeah. Do you know what? I forgot to take the hat with me. I'm so annoyed. I was stood in Central Park and I thought I could have done a cameo video in Central Park for Home Alone in front of the plaza in my hat, and I forgot it. So yeah, if you see one, it's AI generated.
Well, there's no reason to go back, isn't there, now in another 15 years?
Do you know what? I'd love to go back. It was absolutely awesome. I'm not a big fan of big cities, and I quite like London, but I want to get out of London.
Yeah.
New York is it's huge, and everything is so busy, fast paced, and the noise as well, like cars beeping, just city noise. It's on a massive scale, and Times Square is just lit up and people there everywhere. It's like Covent Garden on steroids.
No, really.
I'd love to go back actually.
It's one place. So excuse me. It is one place that is massively on mine and Kim's list to go and visit. Is New York.
Definitely, I would do it. 4 days is probably enough.
Oh, really?
You will probably be ready to come home by the end of 4 days because it is so tiring. But you will not see what you want to see. Definitely get yourself a itinerary and choose the things you want to do.
We'll have to get some more Amex points on the air miles for the Avios, and then we'll be able to.
That's it. Keep paying the wholesalers' bills on the Amex, and you will be there every time.
We're not using Amex anymore. We're actually using Capital on tap now. We've changed.
I was talking about that actually earlier because I've had Capital on tap for years, and it's brilliant. It really is.
So far, I'm dead impressed with it. It's dead handy. So we've kind of gone off topic already. So, but yeah, Capital on tap, pay. It's money you're already spending. Go and get your 1% in points back, even if you pay for your food shop with it.
Dan will insert referral code down there now.
Have I got one? Because if I've got one, it will be down there. So yeah, to be a referral code down there.
If you log into your app and just say refer a friend, it's right there.
Well, it'd be down in the description then. But what we want to talk about is SolarEdge and where has SolarEdge gone from the market. Now, I don't know about yourself, Michael. Actually, I kind of have an inkling, but I am a massive SolarEdge fan. I believe it is the best solar system on the market, bar none. I think it is the most complete. I think it offers a solution for everybody above what everybody thinks they need. But in recent times, it seems to have slightly disappeared from social media and the eye of the public slightly. And where has it gone? Why has it gone? And should it be back?
I would agree. It's definitely disappeared. It's a shame. I think it started disappearing with the battery side. I think the battery didn't necessarily keep up, and I think there was a few warranty issues that I'll go into with that from my point of view. Okay. Then more and more I have seen less and less of the Optimisers and the SolarEdge inverters now, and I think possibly because other products have come in and just sort of taken the limelight. I don't know. I wouldn't say that the newer products are any better. I just think they've got more of the market attention.
Yes, I think they've got some flashing lights. I think you are right in what you say. The battery is too big. However, there is a lot of energy packed into one of them batteries, a lot of potential energy, because that is what it's chemical potential energy, isn't it? And if you were packing it in that tight, that they can now make 10 kilowatt hours at a quarter of the size that SolarEdge are.
Yeah.
Yes, technology moves on, but how much safer is that? And I know SolarEdge make a big standpoint that they are the safest system on the market and they are the safest battery on the market. It is that a possible reason why they are physically bigger in size as a battery, so that there is more gaps between themselves for the possibility of thermal runaway? I don't know. But you are
I can necessarily answer that. We perhaps need to get SolarEdge on to actually talk about the benefits of their battery, but I do know they are planning. Is it the Nexus?
yes, the Nexus range.
Yeah,
So
which is
I've seen the
stackable.
Nexus range. It was at Intersolar in Munich.
Yeah,
They are going over to a modular design that is, I believe, they're 5 kilowatt hour packs, so very, very similar in size, form, and storage size, so physical size and storage size to the Anchor stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, they are moving over to that modular thing, but they are not packing as much storage in physical space as other manufacturers are.
Yeah, are they still going to be behind with that product? Because, I mean, the likes of SIG are well in front there with the size, the density, the weight, even. You know, if you
Yeah,
pick up yeah,
a SolarEdge battery is 110 kg for 9.7 kilowatt hours of storage.
yeah. So how does that compare to
SIG, I
the
think, is
9 kilowatt hour SIG
80 kg.
80?
So it's
Yeah,
still a lump, but yeah, it's not
I
as, like
think,
you say, as heavy.
yeah, I think for me that the last time I had to move a SolarEdge battery was a faulty one,
Yeah,
and I struggled to upend it and move it.
yeah,
And as a warranty job, I was questioning why can't you have something that's, a single person can kind of deal
yeah.
with.
I mean, even a 5 kilowatt pack from again the likes of Anchor, they are
Yeah.
still 40 plus kilos. They are still
Yeah.
technically a two-man lift.
Yeah, technically.
So, but I mean, today I have actually seen on Instagram someone using a Tesla battery mover,
Oh yeah,
yeah, to lift a SolarEdge energy bank.
it's not a bad idea, to be fair,
No,
especially
it's
if you've
not.
invested in one.
Well, this is it. If you've got the money to invest in one, it's a
Yeah.
brilliant idea for it. But I think the battery is brilliant. It is a brilliant battery. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
deny that. It is too big. However, there is so much more to SolarEdge than just the big battery.
Battery. Definitely. Yeah, I think actually let's touch on that, with the optimizers and everything else.
I mean, everyone will say, I don't need optimizers. My roof's south facing. I've got shading. Yes, you are right. However, optimizers do so much more.
No.
And especially how a SolarEdge optimizer works, being able to not only lift the voltage of a panel, but also lower the voltage of a panel,
Yeah.
keep our bus circuit, which is our home run cables, at the optimal for the inverter, is what an optimizer actually does in SolarEdge. Not only can it
Yeah.
mitigate shading, it can mitigate panel degradation. So
Yeah.
I'm not bothered however many times I get told on Facebook pages that panels have now got blocking diodes in them. I'm still fully of the opinion that a string system can only operate as well as the worst performing panel.
Yeah.
So if one panel degrades, if panel A degrades faster than panel B can only work as well as panel A.
Yeah. Actually, there's a good point actually because I've been on an install this week where we've removed I think if you've watched my stories, they're 135-watt panels. Another company had been in to swap out the Fronius inverter and put a Solis inverter to get it working again because they thought the inverter was faulty. turns out that actually it was the pigeons that had destroyed the cabling underneath, and they were arcing out, and then finally it failed took out one of the string cables. But actually, the SolarEdge system would have actually shown you what potentially was going wrong with that, or
I
alerted you.
think it would depend on which cable they've damaged. So if it's the loop of your optimizers, then I think it would just sether that positive and negative back to your inverter, wouldn't it? Whether if it was a cable between your panel and your optimizer, then yes, you're right. SolarEdge would have been able to shut that one panel down if it's a string of 10, and the other 9 would have continued to operate.
Yeah.
Now, for a commercial standpoint, where you may have, even on a small array, 200 panels on there, and the system stops working, being able to pinpoint that one panel, even on a domestic roof. So to put a scaffold up on a standard domestic single-story house, so ground floor, first floor, you're talking 750 quid-ish for scaffold.
Yeah.
As an average.
Minimum, really. Yeah.
Now, you have a panel go faulty after 2 years, and your installer is out of warranty, or they've gone bust within 6 months, then you're going to have to put a full scaffold up on that property and pay someone to remove all the panels, and you can guarantee, because sod's law, it'll be the last panel they lift that is the faulty one.
Well, that's exactly what happened to us this week. I mean, we weren't trying to find the issue, but as we were stripping the panels off, we were looking. Yeah, and it was literally like the second from last panel, I think, or the third from last panel, where the cable was severed.
But for me, it is, and I was a fan. I've on this podcast before. I've sang praise towards the Powerwalls and Tesla.
Yeah.
Deep down, SolarEdge, the world, being able to monitor panel bypass. It can even, I believe, on some optimizers start to do panel temperature, plug temperature of your MC4s, pick up on DC arcs. If we have properties with fire alarms in them, so your small scale commercial buildings that have a proper fire alarm system in them, it can then integrate the solar into the fire alarm. If the fire alarm goes off, it can shut the panels down to 1 volt per optimizer.
Yeah.
So if you've got a 100 panel array and it is 2 into 1, I can shut that string down to 50 volts and make it safe.
This is it, and actually the fireman's gateway on the SolarEdge, it runs off RS485. It's fantastic how it works.
Yeah, there's even weather stations that can get involved with it, so it can do wind, outside temperature. They've actually got their new one controller, so it'll then integrate with Valent heat pumps. And
oh, really?
Yep, the one controller will get, I believe it is Valent and Bosch heat pumps. It will integrate with and pull the heat pump data into the SolarEdge app, which the SolarEdge app, again, although it hasn't got fancy flowcharts and flashing lights, gives you all the information you will ever need in a really clear, precise, understandable way.
I really like the layout of the SolarEdge app. I think it is really easy to understand.
It's fantastic.
And, I think a lot of installs that I've worked on, and the customers have seen the app and they get it instantly. When you're doing that handover, showing them the app, they understand it. It's really simple.
We've just today finished a SolarEdge install, and it was it was actually the one that you came in and started and helped us with, where you did the bits in the garage when we were doing the heat pump supply.
I know. Yes, we laid it all out, laid the trunk in, and laid the isolators out in preparation.
Finished product is on screen now, but that is now up and generating. 8 kilowatt inverter, full home backup. Nice. Don't forget that SolarEdge can do full home backup with a gateway. Just the same.
Yeah, actually, that's just worth mentioning because.
And then I'm looking over your shoulder behind you, Michael, and what's on the wall?
That is a SolarEdge hot water diverter.
It can even do your immersion heater. So
it
is, and it's actually got a car charger, although.
We won't talk about the car charger.
But there is a new car charger coming with the Nexus range. So it is many things SolarEdge to many men, be it from panel degradation, a safety standpoint, even down to just a basic string system with a 3.68 inverter and 10 panels and none of the frills. It is
Yeah.
it's everything for everyone, in my opinion, SolarEdge. And when done well and right, I also think is actually a really good looking system, being modular, because it is it's a bit like Victron, isn't it, where it's an inverter, a hot water diverter, a battery, a gateway. It's all a little bit modular, but that is because you can build and expand on it in such a way.
Yeah, but it looks really smart. If you lay that out well with the isolators and some decent containment, it looks really nice. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to work on some really good, like that one we started with you.
Yeah.
And it does. It comes out really well. It makes a really nice sort of plant room in the garage.
On the screen.
Yeah, I designed that.
Yeah, I'll give you the picture. But yeah, it does. It's all things to all men for me. SolarEdge. It can be.
Yeah.
It can be all the way down to a little one. I think they have a 1 kilowatt inverter with an optimizer that you can plug 3 panels into, so it can be.
Yeah, I've never actually used one. I've seen them. Yeah.
I've seen Sam at Oval use one on a little garage many years ago. So it can be all the way down at that tiny little system, all the way up to the megawatts of solar farms and massive factories on the likes that we see Chris do. Solar Composer, Solar Roofing Company.
Yeah, and he actually said he really likes SolarEdge as well. Yeah.
But yeah, it is for me. It is the best, and that is why I will die on the hill of SolarEdge the world. And I really can't wait to see what they do with the Nexus range.
Yeah. So do you think that will give them a bit of a resurgence in the market?
I think it possibly will. I just really do hope it isn't too little, too late.
Yeah. That is my worry. I mean, I think historically with SolarEdge, they've always been very slow. Well, they've been fast to announce things and slow to bring it to market. A bit like the backup interface
gateway
that they had. Yeah, that took a long time to roll out the EV charger.
And I've spoke to many people very high up in SolarEdge Europe and UK, and the way that they describe it to me is SolarEdge is being around for so many years and has so many products that its backwards compatibility has to remain. So
Yes.
if you have an inverter that is 15 years old with 15-year-old optimizers, a inverter manufactured here in 2025 has to be able to go on that system.
And work, yeah.
Yeah, or if you've got, because optimizers have got 25-year manufacturer's warranty.
Yeah, so I mean that's a really important point actually. They do offer long warranties and long backwards compatibility. It's something they do well.
If an optimizer goes on your roof, they obviously send out a brand new model and it is completely compatible with the 15-year-old stuff that is on your roof. And actually we have used SolarEdge's RMA stuff and they are on the ball with it. They were a little bit slow, as you've mentioned, with a couple of issues around batteries. However, on the whole, really strong RMA stuff, and they do stand by their warranties, to my knowledge.
Yeah, and I think that's an important point to point out because they had a lot of transition. I think they moved a lot of their operations across. They had a lot of change in staff, and in the case where I was talking about,
I don't think the war is currently helping them either, being an Israeli company, which is a little unknown fact. I think everyone sees them SolarEdge as being American, and then they're not. They're Israeli.
They're very far from it, really.
Yeah, although they have actually moved a lot of their stuff down to America, including manufacturing, haven't they?
Yeah, that's right. I think that is possibly to distinguish themselves from all the other Chinese manufacturing and have a bit of a uniqueness there. But yeah, I mean, if you get to talk to the right people in SolarEdge, then these warranty, RMA process can get dealt with very quickly, actually. And I think Ben at Evo mentioned one about a month ago that literally he'd gone on to them, and I think he'd had it approved the next morning, and the item come following day.
We're going to try and get Ben on the podcast quite soon. So, and I know Ben,
Definitely,
he's a brilliant one on here because I actually believe he has his pro installer status. He's done all the SolarEdge Academy. Yeah, he's done all the SolarEdge Academy. And he's also if I ever have a a commissioning or technical issue with SolarEdge, I do speak to Ben at Evo first, because he
Yeah,
normally 9 times out of 10 knows the answer.
he knows the answer. Yeah, I think he's another one that sort of lives and breathes it. And Dino at Oval, I mean, he can commission those things blindfolded.
Yes.
Um, and he's
There's a
almost
special
got the
stance you've got
encyclopedia.
to do when commissioning SolarEdge, though, isn't there?
Oh yeah, I saw a photo of that. I think was it yesterday or the day before. Yeah, that
Yeah.
reminded me of
Yeah, there's a special
days
stance you've
gone
got
by.
to do while commissioning. They are a little bit long-winded to commission, but once you know the process of them,
Yeah, I think to be honest, it there's a lot worse on the market for commissioning. There's
yeah, there's a couple of things that give some real issues when commissioning them. Unfortunately, I'm not going to give you the answers to which manufacturer it is, but
yeah,
I can definitely give you some strong clues to which manufacturer it is.
yeah, they seem to have disappeared off the face of the earth as well.
Well,
In my eyes, I've still not seen anything of them.
no.
Yeah,
Well, it'd be
it'll be
interesting
interesting.
to see. It'd be
Yeah, solar
interesting
and
to see
storage.
next week if they're at solar and storage.
Yeah, it will be very interesting. I think there'll be a big dynamic shift in the brands that are there. I think it's not. I was going to say, in times gone by, you would see the same brands, same sort of size stands.
Yeah.
I think it changes the market, and it just shows you how fast-paced the market is now, and how competitive it is.
I think it's one thing that keeps me in the market is just how fast paced it is, and
Yeah,
always trying to be ahead of what the next thing is.
yeah.
You
And
know,
it's also some of these brands run too quickly with their announcements, and then they can't fulfill it, which then kills their market off as well.
yeah,
That's happened
leaves a
too.
bad taste with people that may wait for it or
Yeah,
installers. Yeah, I get that. I mean,
yeah,
one thing, like sticking on subject with SolarEdge, is it is such a big thing with such a big backlog of systems that it hasn't got one product that it can, oh yeah,
yeah.
let's do that, or oh yeah, let's do that with it,
Switch to that. Yeah,
which is what
it,
SIG currently have. They've got one inverter, albeit in, yes, different sizes, but the software
it's
behind it is the same regardless of
same.
size. So
Yeah,
they can make on the fly changes. What SolarEdge
yeah,
have to do is make sure that backwards compatibility works, that they do a software update or bring something to a 2025 inverter that still works on a 2010 inverter, or even
yeah,
2000 a year inverter. And what they're trying to do is steer an oil tanker. They've got such a big
yeah. That
system.
that history and baggage is almost a downfall, isn't it? When
Yeah.
these newer agile companies come in with, they haven't got to maintain any of that. They haven't
Fit,
got a backlog of
fit,
support. Yeah,
fit new boys of the industry, I suppose.
yeah, yeah. And I think that's what we've seen. But I think that will change as well for some of the newer players.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
mean, we see quite a lot of Eco 4 installs around here, and we do go out
Yeah,
to maybe look at adding battery storage to them later. And quite a lot of them around here, I don't know about where you are, do still seem to be SolarEdge.
really.
And
Yeah,
I think we will see I think one thing that I took away from Intersolar this year when we were over there was every manufacturer now seems to be bringing out optimizers,
yes.
be it
Yeah,
Tygo, which is third party,
yeah,
Alpha ESS. I've seen optimizers on their stands. I've seen optimizers on the SIG stands. SIG has got their own optimizer, and they were that and balcony storage and balcony solar were probably the two biggest things that I took away from Intersolar
solar. Yeah,
optimizers. And I'm sorry, but every manufacturer is behind SolarEdge when it comes to optimizers and panel
yeah,
by panel monitoring and rapid DC shutdown. Rapid DC shutdown
yeah.
in the
Massive.
next
Yeah.
3 years will be the biggest talking point within the renewables sector.
Yeah, I mean, commercially, I've seen it on the installs where it has been specified by the insurance. They say it's got to have it, and so then realistically, the only two options you have are Tigo, or SolarEdge still. But do you think that will change? Do you think with you seeing more on the market?
Every commercial install we go to now, I literally say to them, ask your insurance company before doing
Yeah,
this. Are they going to place any stipulations on it, such as rapid DC shutdown? And as soon as
yeah,
I mention that to them, I watch them glaze over, and I know I've lost that job because they just
really,
see
yeah,
it. Yeah, I think they just see it as another cost of an increase in insurance for putting solar on. Whereas if they can go with
yes,
somebody else, because obviously it's going to increase their insurance costs potentially because they're a greater risk.
yeah, yeah,
Whereas if they can go with somebody that will just put a string inverter on there and save money not only on the optimizers, but then not even having to raise the question with an insurance company until A, it's too late, or an insurance company brings it up first.
yeah.
I think they try and swerve away from it now, but next three
I have
years
seen,
it'll be
yeah, I've seen not. I don't think it was strictly with the solar, but I have seen an insurance company retrospectively coming in and asking a lot of questions about the electrical installation, whereas in years gone by, there's questions they wouldn't have asked, and they want to see more of
yeah. I mean,
the ICRs,
yeah.
the
I mean,
question of what you got on the roof.
we are currently in a massive boom of the renewables again, and solar PV especially, and big companies such as the Pru and Churchill and
Yeah,
NFU are ultimately going to be playing catch up because we are installing it much faster than they can write policies for or pick
yeah,
up on someone having it installed. So yeah, next 3 years for me, rapid DC shutdown will be the massive buzz talk on it. Dead interesting to see how much of Optimisers has come over from into solar to solar and storage in 2 weeks' time or next week.
yeah,
Days just all currently merging into one, so I can't remember where I am.
yeah. That's it.
But I think, like I say, I think I'd be dead interested to see how much Optimisers and from the likes of Alpha and Sig and that
Yeah,
we're going to start to see. It'd be a real telling point for me when we get to solar and storage this year.
yeah. I will certainly. Now you've said that, I'll be certainly looking out for them at
Yeah.
solar and storage and having those conversations. Um, And yeah, on the point of that, solar and storage, yeah, I think it's next week, like you said. We'll be down there. I think you're doing a stint on the anchor stand, is that right?
I will be on the anchor stand for a bit. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you see me floating about, I won't be in an anchor top. I'll definitely be in a DMH one. But come and ask me, say hello.
Yeah.
Any questions you want to ask about the anchor or anything else within the renewables sphere, then yeah, stop me,
Yeah,
say
because
hello. First person to ask for an
definitely.
autograph is getting punched.
Can I have an autograph?
You're getting punched anyway. Um, but yeah, come down
Is
and
that
say hello.
payback for last year in the short?
Yeah, because he kicked me. But yeah, I'll be. I think I'm there for the first 2 days, and I think Jason
The
and
same, to be
Josh.
fair.
I think
Yeah.
Jason and Josh are there for the second day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So we'll
the
see
full
you all down
DMH
there,
team
and
will be there.
I will be there with my camera recording. So if anyone wants to jump on a little chat,
For only panels, Mike.
yeah, we'll do an episode on solar and storage 2025. What year are we in? I forgot now.
5.
So yeah, if anyone wants to join that, I'm sure I'll be walking around in a t-shirt. Just flag me down. I'll be more than happy to have a conversation and point a camera and microphone at you.
Severely hope you do have a t-shirt on.
Yeah, I hope so too. I think for everyone's sake.
Solar and
But
storage is coming up, and that is kind of the last of the trade shows for me. We're not doing
yeah, I think
it
that.
until next year. So yeah, solar and storage very
Yeah,
much
same.
to it.
Same here, yeah. So I'll be looking forward to that. Dan, thanks again for having this chat. And yeah, I'm hoping we see more of SolarEdge again. I definitely enjoy installing it. Do you know what? I really like putting those optimizers on the roof and neatly putting those cables in. To me, it screams quality.
It does.
I think they'll last. Yeah, and yeah, I really do hope that they manage to capture a bit more of the market share and maybe get a product that's interests
I,
the.
I, I ultimately can't see them going anywhere. I think they'll be
No.
around for the long haul. They're far too big to fail. Famous
Yeah,
last words, I'm
I think
sure.
they're Yeah, a decent setup really, but yeah, watch this space, and maybe we'll get someone from SolarEdge to come on and tell us where they're going and what they're
Well,
doing.
if I see anybody from SolarEdge at Solar and Storage, I will be collaring you, so be warned.
Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for Jason. He'll be telling me all the tech that's coming. He often likes to tell me. Yeah, but
Well,
yeah,
there we go, Mike. That is the end of another
yeah.
one, and we'll see you next week.
See you soon. Yeah, thanks all for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
See you in a bit.
Cheers.
Bye.